day here at the shop. We're still working on this RB26. What we're doing today is I am trying to re-hose this side of the motor. There's a lot of hoses, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of clamps that you need to put back on, and I need to find clamps because some of them break and stuff like that. But on this side of the motor, I just hosed it down with brake clean, got all the oil and coolant off it from when I disassembled it and from when the head gasket went. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to reassemble this side of the motor. Put the turbos back on, new gaskets, and do other stuff, and just go from there, guys. It should be pretty simple. I've taken turbos off, put a turbo back on. I mean, taking it off, you're putting it on. Can't get much easier than that. But let's go ahead and figure out what we got to start on first. This should be basically a reverse process of how you take it off, and yeah, should be pretty simple. So let's go ahead and just jump right into that. I'm gonna do a time lapse. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay guys, so what we have here is the intake basically put on. I have to run a couple more lines on this side, find some more hose clamps and some more stuff. And then on this side, we have turbos back on, turbo drains back on, and oil coolant lines back on both of them. I put new exhaust manifold gaskets from the turbo to the manifold itself. I am going to change all these old hoses right here to new hoses when I put the spider vane system back on. I will put those new lines on. There are new lines on this side. I will run 2 new lines from there to the spider vane. The goop that I did on the back yesterday, it sealed up very nicely. It's still a little tacky, which means that it still needs to dry. This stuff takes forever to dry. If you need something to dry very fastly, do not use red RTV. Use gray RTV. Gray RTV has like about I want to say 10 to 15 minute drying time after you put it on. So it is tacky in like 5 minutes. So you got to be very quick when you use gray RTV. But besides that, this motor is coming along great going back together. I have new gaskets for the exhaust itself. I'm just going through while I'm doing this and just cleaning up the little things that I can get to, like this line right here. I cleaned that up. I cleaned up a little bit down there and right there. If we had actually taken the motor off of this subframe, I would have pressure washed the entire subframe and cleaned up all of the accessories and everything and made it just basically a brand new looking engine like we did with Rob's car. His motor looks brand new. The transmission looks brand new. Obviously it's still got a little bit of dirt here and there, but Roberto did the best he could getting it clean. And yeah, this is just awesome. I have to put the inlet pipes for the turbo back on now. I got to ask Roberto about a gasket for this one because this one actually came off and I believe it's broken or it's up there somewhere. It's actually up there. I see it. And yeah, go from there, do that, put the spider vane on, put the actual turbo plenum on, the big U-shaped thing that goes along right there. It says, what does it say on it? It says like turbo, twin turbo or something like that. Let's take a look at it. I don't want to be wrong on this. Twin turbo. Yes, it does. So that is there. And yeah, this whole thing should be back together to this afternoon, and it should be going in tomorrow. So that's great. This thing will be done tomorrow and running and driving around again. So that's awesome. So let's go ahead and keep going with this. I'll do another quick time lapse for you guys and do all that other little stuff. And yeah, should be good. So let's go ahead. What happened was Roberto put the timing belt on. All the marks are lined up. Everything is good. Roberto did it. So it is absolutely good. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to put the covers back on, the lower cover, the top cover, and then we are going to start putting the other little accessories on the front. I got to put the harmonic balancer back on the bottom, put that on, make sure the Woodruff key is in, and then I will get the inlet tubes on the turbos, and that should probably be about it for tonight. I don't know. We're going to figure this out. I have to do a little bit more so that I am still ahead and keep going at a good pace on this thing, because I want this thing in, like I said earlier, on Friday afternoon. So that is tomorrow. So yeah, let's get this thing done and break. We're going to do a little time lapse of this now instead of the other thing. Go. Okay guys, so what we got going on here is the front is all together. The harmonic balancer is on. Let me clean that off a little bit because I put my foot on it. Harmonic balancer is on, the covers are on. I'm going to put the belts on, tighten up the belts, put the spark plugs on, put the top cover on, and that will probably be it for the day. I am going to get the rest of the stuff done tomorrow and put the motor in tomorrow. So that is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And yeah, shouldn't take too long. I will go over the last couple hoses that I need to do to get the motor in and whatnot, and just put the belts and stuff on. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back, and then we'll end the video. Okay guys, so that's about it for this video. Roberto is over here doing something to his Z. What are you doing? Put some AC in this thing?
Huh?
Put some AC in this thing?
Alright, I don't feel good.
Okay, don't die, please.
I really not feel good at all today.
Can I have all your tools if you die?
I think we've already had this discussion. I think Jack's taking most of it. I'll give you something though. I'll write it down. I'll write a little list of
Okay,
shit.
thanks.
You want a cat? I'll give you a cat.
Jack doesn't allow cats. I wish I could have a cat.
You can leave it outside.
I'll have a shop cat. I'll actually put it in the shop. Shop cat.
What the fuck is that?
That's clutch.
Where did that come from?
Eddie.
Oh, that's the stock Viper clutch. I'm like, what do we do with that? That's right, because he changed the clutch when it had like 400
What
miles
are
on
those?
it. Rental 3s.
Okay. Yeah. That just reminded me of that. But yeah, that's about it, guys.
Is that your front thingy?
Yeah, that's my crash bar.
Oh, that's sick. I just threw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just did the little time lapse of me putting the rest of this stuff on. This thing is all good. There's probably so much noise in this shop right now. So let me try to eliminate something right there. There we go. This thing is basically ready to put back in. The motor's pretty much together. All the accessories are back on. I will put the inlet pipes on tomorrow, finish this up, and then it will be put in tomorrow afternoon. Should be driving around tomorrow afternoon. So that'll be what we're going at tomorrow. And yeah, just gonna end it here. Stop rambling like I always do. If you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share, do all the good stuff. And yeah, I am your host, Marcus Parks, and this is Cloudy, Florida. And I will see you guys in the next one.